Good morning. The title of my presentation is Social Capital for Successful Aging. The study explores various related references to classify concepts as evidence based and apply to a new model specifically for the needs of the agent. This study discusses solutions to spatial problems based on identifying shared preferences of the elderly in terms of living independently with community support. Looking into the different evidence based studies, a matrix is considered as its instrument to summarize the highlights which connect to design solutions for Bahay Sigla. Following the design-based approach, Bahay Sigla embodies an overall design solution that answers the older generation's needs. Hence, floor plans, elevations, and a perspective drawing have been put forth for possible pragmatic use of the design. In addition, horticulture therapists have long understood the positive health benefits that gardening brings. It can lower blood pressure, increases brain activity, and leaves us with a heightened sense of well being. Tending the garden provides positive vibes on an individual, especially the elderly. A study by Poye discussed the importance of horticulture in terms of stimulating emotions in people. The researchers saw a connection to garden therapy for the older generation. Hence, the study's framework considered the inclusion of this activity in the agent's everyday life. The study includes construction materials such as wood and stone. The users of a space prefer materials that give comfort and calmness. Therefore, this recommendation should be considered to add to a home-like experience for old people. With all this in mind, there is a need to customize design proposals specific to the older generation's needs. The study has been guided by these questions. What contributes to successful aging at Bahay Sigla? What is the need for design model specific for older people? What architectural model is appropriate for older people? The research paradigm called pragmatism directs towards design-based research. The study aimed for a creative outcome that required production drawings following a design concept specific for Bahay Sigla. As an architect, the researcher prioritized specific users who will soon age. A 150 square meter lot located in Binyan was an available site for the proposed project. The house Bahay Sigla has summed up the design concept of the study. The Bahay Sigla is applied as a person-environment concept mentioned by News Bomber 2015. It embodies all other ideas such as aging in place, social capital, universal design, biophilic design, transgenerational design, and place attachment, which can lead to a healing environment. The researcher went through related studies, thus creating the matrix that summarized the design criteria for Bahay Sigla aligned with the design model. The matrix content evolved from concepts based on excerpts from the related studies to design solutions directly related to the associated reviews inputs. In the heading, there were 6 columns which contain a description that shows the title of 5 related studies and concepts, namely person environment, aging in place with intergenerational interaction, universal design, biophilic design, and functional design, social capital, and successful aging through community engagement using the internet in a home office. The researcher emphasized the importance of a built environment fit for older people. It is essential to create a layout that will provide comfort for older people as their capacity decreases with time. The researcher of the study emphasized an alternative to institutional care. A related study capitalized on universal design as a user friendly approach. Health, safety, and welfare of the users are essential so that the elderly will experience a quality life. Provisions under universal design provide convenience for the elderly in terms of comfort. Specified devices and mechanisms in all homes were taken into consideration by designers. Another related literature promoted mental, social, and cognitive wellness for the aged. The occupants by Sigla should experience therapeutic activities to add to their physical, mental, and spiritual fitness. Another related study provided an alternative to health solution with specific medication. Older people need to participate in voluntary activities via internet connectivity actively. A home office with an altar served as a meditation area, production area, and communication area for outreach activities. In this way, social capital allows older people to experience activities that provide fulfillment in their daily lives. As a result, the researchers saw a common factor where living independently can still be considered based on the condition of older people. The researcher realized that a common factor, such as independent living, is preferred by older people. The term Bahay Sigla is where different concepts are intertwined and lead to an explicit outcome, specifically a dwelling for older people. Therefore, the current study showed a list of design criteria that answered the older people population several needs. The floor plans show space allocations that align with the related studies concepts. The proximity of every space answers the needs of the elderly. A detached house with a home office allows the users to move independently. The home office, which provides access to the outside world via an internet connection, does not isolate the users from interacting with a community of acquaintances. The view of the garden offers a healing atmosphere for the elderly. Safety features within spaces like kitchen area and the toilet and bath, as well as color preferences for the interior space that fit older people address the rulings on the universal design. The second and third floor levels accommodate the younger siblings to assist older people when the need arises. The design solution, as shown on the screen, aligned with the suggested concepts mentioned in the related study. With that, I would like to thank you for your kind attention.